Hi guys, welcome to TechBased. In this video, we're going to talk about the latest Windows 11 update for 24H2. This is an update for the release preview channel, which is soon also coming to the main release in about a week or 2 weeks time. So this is quite a big update with a lot of new features, which we're going to cover in this video. And first of all, let me just show you the build that we're talking about. It is the build 26100.3025 for version 24H2, as I've said in the release preview channel. So in this video, we're going to cover every new feature and the fixes that Microsoft has applied in this build. So stay tuned for that. If you enjoy videos like these, please don't forget to leave a like below and also subscribe to the TechBased channel with notification bell activated so that you won't miss any future uploads like this one. So let's begin with the video. This video is sponsored by VIP SCD Key. On this platform, you can find cheap and reliable licenses for software and games. For example, you can get a Windows 11 Pro license at a very good price, and by using the coupon code TB at checkout, you can get an additional 25% discount. If you're still using Windows 10, the same coupon code can be applied also to a Windows 10 Pro license. If you're interested in Office products, you can get Office 2016 for example, and by using the same coupon code TB at checkout, you can get a license at a very good price with a 25% discount. Windows 11 Pro can be easily activated using the license by going to activation settings, change product key, and then Windows 11 will be activated within seconds. For more information, you can check out VIP ACD Key from the description below. Let's continue with the video. Starting off with a big feature in my opinion, Microsoft has completely redone the taskbar thumbnails. So now the taskbar thumbnails have this nice animation. Whenever you open them up, they have a bigger thumbnail or preview of the window. They have larger titles. Of course, the X button is bigger and so on. And I think overall it is way better and it's looking pretty good. And also it is different depending on the tabs you have opened. For example, in the File Explorer, you can see that it states documents into more tabs. And also if I were to have 3 different tabs here, we're going to notice that whenever we're hovering over one, all of them will be previewed at the same time and we can switch between them if we want. I think that is really nice. So I'm really liking this. Of course, this was a thing in the beta channel and the dev canary channels for quite a while, but I really like it. And of course, it's looking good in other apps as well. For example, the settings app, again, that animation and also the preview, which I think it suits Windows 11 better. Microsoft is also adding the Windows Studio effects, which will come as an icon that will appear in the system tray whenever you are using an app that supports Windows Studio effects. This only occurs on a device that has a neural processing unit NPU. Select the icon to open the Windows Studio Fix page in quick settings. You can view the app that is using the camera, and also to view the app that is using the camera, you can hover over the icon for a tooltip. So basically, the laptops, Copilot Plus PCs, and those that support AA features will have this new function that will allow you to change your webcam in real time, add certain effects, for example, blur, pixelate, and so on. So this is something that would be useful for people who are going into meetings and so on. But it's only available for devices that have the NPU processors, so we're talking about mainly Copilot Plus PCs. This update also adds a new simplified Chinese font, which is called Simpson XG. We're going to have more info about this in the article below in the video description or on the official Microsoft blog. One really new interesting feature that Microsoft is working on and is adding in this build is the resume feature. So you can find it in settings and then apps, and then at the bottom you have resume continue work across devices. So let's talk about what this is doing. Basically, I think all of us know that we can access our Microsoft OneDrive files from our phone, iOS, Android, it doesn't matter because it is synced in there. But also if you do that when your PC is locked, you can now continue working on that file where you left off on your PC. You can just sign in into your PC within 5 minutes of you using your phone. When Windows asks you if you want to resume work on that file, select the file to open it. To use this feature, you must sign into OneDrive and your PC using the same Microsoft account. Work or school accounts do not support this feature. This feature works for Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, and PDF files. And for the best experience, it is recommended that you sign in into OneDrive on your PC using your default browser. So I think this is a cool little feature that will allow you to resume work on your files depending on whether you're on your phone or on your computer. Now let's move on to the File Explorer. The File Explorer also has some nice little changes. For example, you now have quick access to items that others have shared with you. Shared items include files, emails, Team chats, and more. To view them, you must use a Microsoft account or a Microsoft Entra ID account to sign into Windows, and to view these shared items, you have to go to the File Explorer homepage and choose the Share tab. If you use a Microsoft Entra ID account to sign in, you have more viewing choices. You will see the files that you have shared with others. Also, the recent favorites and share section of the page will show a broader set of file types. When you right-click on an item in the navigation pane in the File Explorer, we're going to have the new option to create a folder. This is also pretty nice. Also in the File Explorer, Microsoft is improving the option Restore Previous Folder Windows Analog on. If you have have this enabled, Microsoft will also now restore all the extra tabs which you previously had open in each File Explorer window. As part of this work, Microsoft also have updated the logic for the automatically save my restartable apps and restart them when I sign back in, which is an option that can be found in Settings, Accounts, and then Sign In options. So you can see this option here. If you turn this on and also the File Explorer option, Microsoft will automatically enable the File Explorer specific setting for you too. So enabling this will also enable the option from the File Explorer. Other things related to the File Explorer, Microsoft fixed an issue where after you do a search, that search might repeat when you don't want it to. The date and time properties of a file might update after you copy it. Icons on the details pane might not update as you expect when you change a theme. This makes it hard to view the change when you switch between dark and light themes. And also the search box might lose input focus as you type. This is also something that was fixed. We also have the new Magnifier Improvements in this build. So that means that you'll now have two new buttons that will allow you to switch from the zoom and also the default view, and also a new shortcut control Alt plus minus that will help you revert to the last or most used magnification state. Also in the File Explorer or in Windows in general, you can now share directly to apps that support sharing in Windows. Just right click local files in the File Explorer or on the desktop. This is a really nice new addition and feature. In Settings, Network and Internet, and then Mobile Hotspot, the Windows Mobile Hotspot now supports 6 GHz connections. This new band requires chips that support the feature and updated drivers. And of course, you'll have to go to Network Properties and click on Edit and see if you have that available. Unfortunately, I don't have it, but if you have it, you can select it and use it. In Settings, Time and Language, and then Date and Time, you can now change the time zones. You don't have to be an admin to make this change. Microsoft also fixed an issue where a device might fail to join a domain. And moving on, we have a lot of fixes which I'm going to mention because I think they are quite useful. For example, some fixes related to the mouse. The mouse cursor might disappear. This occurs when you hover over text fields in certain applications. This was fixed. If you turn on pointer trails, the mouse cursor becomes transparent and a black box appears behind it. And also the mouse cursor might stutter when it moved across the screen. This occurs even when the system is not using a lot of resources, so these issues have been fixed in this build. Related to the Pane input method editor, when you switch app windows, the IME language might change from Chinese to English. This was also fixed. Related to the snipping tool, Microsoft fixed an issue where snipping tool screenshots might be distorted. This occurs when you use 2 or more monitors that have different display scaling. Related to the Task Manager, Microsoft fixed an issue where Task Manager took too long to close after you closed the app. Related to Microsoft Excel 2016, they fixed an issue where when you open certain files, Excel opens, but the screen might remain on the loading screen. Also, a watchdog timeout error might occur when your PC resumes from sleep. This was also fixed. And also, an issue related to Windows updates was fixed, which wouldn't let cumulative updates to install. The error code was UX800736B3. This occurred after a feature on demand fails to install. Also, a change related to Windows Backup and the Windows Backup app. You will now have a standard Windows 11 taskbar after restoring from a backup via the Windows setup experience on a new Windows computer. You can still find your apps in the start menu and search and pin apps that you want on your taskbar. This change is not yet rolling out in the European Economic Area, so this is quite interesting. And also, one last thing related to HDR in this build, the display of some games appears oversaturated. This occurs when you use Auto HDR. This was also fixed in this build. So this is pretty much the big update that we have right now for Windows 11 24H2, which will soon be released on the main release. A huge shout out to Phantom of Earth, who provided more clarity on certain features that were not mentioned by Microsoft. And of course, make sure to check him out on x.com/phantomoferth, because there you'll find more information about this update, some feature that we may have missed, and so on. And of course, don't forget to also check out the article below or the official Microsoft blog post for more information about this update. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like below and also subscribe to the TechBased channel with the notification bell activated so that you won't miss any future uploads like this one. I was Zumani from TechBased. Until next time, have a nice day.